Hey guys, we're out at Yamaha Marine Center again. We just finished the break-in on the 26 XO, so I want to do some hole shots and some running footage of the boat just so you get a good idea how the boat runs, because it is a 26-foot boat, or rated at a 26-foot boat, but it feels a lot bigger. It actually, to me, feels more like their old school 26 FS or their classic center console boat. But it's 26 feet 9 inches in length and 9'3" on the beam, so it's a huge 26-foot boat. And like I said, it rides like it. It really feels like a low gunnel center console. But drafting only 20 inches of water, you can still use it how we use boats here in Jacksonville. You know, some of the creeks, even freshwater fishing, you know, with the casting decks being as tall as they are. But still have family-friendly features like enough gunnel height to keep the younger kids safe, high backrests for seating and things like that. But we're here in Doctors Lake today. Conditions are pretty ideal for doing like hole shot stuff. I mean, I don't know if you can see the water out there, but it is pretty stinking flat, not a ton of wind, so we'll have some pretty good conditions. The boat is capable of getting up on plane and doing a hole shot with the jack plate all the way up, so we'll kind of see what the difference is between running the boat, jack plate all the way down, trim all the way down, you know, getting maybe trim tabs involved, and see how quick we can get it to plane. Because that was one of the biggest complaints I had with the 300, was it felt like it took quite a while to get up on plane, and then 0 to 30 was a little lackluster. But Regulator's never been known for their speed, so as long as they have good ride quality, that's really all we're focused on here. And then fit and finish is phenomenal as always on the boat. Super clean. But without further ado, we'll get a pretty decent hole shot. Hopefully, actually I might turn the camera around and then film it this way. Yeah, and I'm kind of looking at the clock on the video for speed of plane 0 to 30, and we're going by the Garmin 8616 GPS. So right now at just off idle, we're at 3 miles an hour, and we'll give it full throttle since the engines are broke in. We should be okay to make that happen. Get these jet skiers out of the way, but here we go, full throttle. Being as heavy as it is pretty sensitive to trim. So I don't know if you can see on the gauge, we'll get rid of that autopilot. But even at 2 or 3 bars of trim, we're getting a little bit of porpoising out of the front, even though how flat it is out here. Not bad, I mean, it's bearable. And then putting a touch of trim tab in it, get the bow back down, do a quick full throttle run. But that time to plane, I think I counted out about 7 to 9 seconds. Do it again here real quick because I need to get a little more specific on. And we'll get time to plane and then a 0 to 30 run. But the boat, I believe, is capable of planing somewhere around 3,100 RPM, what I was finding earlier. But another full throttle start here. Jack plate all the way down. Trim tabs all the way down. Engine trim all the way down. Take a look at the GPS. In gear. And full throttle. So plane was about 4 seconds. And then 30. About 11 seconds. Not bad. Trim tabs seem to help pretty good. Take the tabs out of it because it's a half tank of fuel. It's just me on the boat. I weigh about 170 pounds. Live well's empty, so we're pretty good on weight. So this is probably one of the better runs we'll have, where if you get 3 or 4 people on it, maybe a little slower. Boat in gear, trim all the way down, jack plate all the way down. On plane, again about 4 seconds. About 10 seconds there, 0 to 30. So that performance bulletin that they did in conjunction with Yamaha was pretty accurate. I think they had a 0 to 30 time of like 11 seconds, and they had 2 people, half tank of fuel, something like that. And now I'm gonna run. It's kind of neat, a boat this big and having, you know, I think what was that, 6 inches of adjustment, or are those just positions on the jack plate? I don't know. So I thought it was like an 8-inch rise. It looks bigger than 6 inches. But getting it all the way up on the jack plate like that. The boat does start to cavitate a little bit, and we're in gear. Regardless of the performance, it's a beautiful boat and engine. But jack plate up, get the boat up and running. The torque on it is the most impressive, so even if the stats aren't that strong, you can really feel that engine dig. It's very impressive. And I forgot to check my time like a dummy. Alright, one more time. So let's get this to 52, 1, go. About 6 seconds to plane. And about 10 seconds still, 0 to 30. With the jack plate all the way up. Engine trimmed all the way down. So really nice running boat. I mean, the cruise is the most impressive. I was cruising earlier, like I said, on plane, around 3,000, 3,100 RPM or so. And it was staying on plane with no trim tabs. So to have a boat be 7,000 pounds, draft 20 inches of water, take it in a you know, 3 to 4 foot sea, no problem. It's a really impressive all-around package. And with all the new Helmmaster stuff, you know, the new EX Binnacle is super cool. I mean, I've just been playing around with this thing, and they have this speed setting here, because they even like ergonomically designed it for your hand so you can control it. It's super easy to actuate, it's super easy to control your speed, and then with this button, speed control, I can adjust my speed down to whatever the binnacle is set at. So if, you know, by playing with the speed here, if this was 3,300 RPM, I can adjust it using the button down to that RPM, and by 50 RPM increments. So if you're doing some kind of trolling or something, you know, it gives you a lot of control. And then I can go up to whatever range it allows me. Just the features are really neat. And when you add the joystick, which is, it's fully capable of adding a joystick, we'd probably just take out one of these cup holders and throw the joystick there. You can get all of the set point stuff, the stay point, fish point bow, fish point stern, shift point, really full function suite. And then again, the autopilot stuff being nice and tucked in here, and everything integrated into the system with the new CL5, which is all touchscreen now and super intuitive to use. So you can, you know, go through, adjust your steering friction. You can set your lock to lock, so, you know, less turns to get from lock to lock in case you're operating at the dock or something like that. But just a ton of stuff, and we're going to be posting a lot more videos on how to do all this in the very near future. And I did a video earlier on the track point, and then pattern steer is another video that we're going to do. Yamaha has this stuff posted on their site as well, but you know, the more information the better. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Subscribe to the channel, call the dealership ask for Brad or Barton, 904-644-7631. Or you can get us on the website, as always, YamahaMarineJAX.com.